Man, I just put up that last video. I ain't even get to touch on what's going on with Trump and them, man. You know, last we 2 months in, it's March now. What's going on with this policy, all these policy changes and stuff. So, quick little dive in. You know, they've been talking about shrinking the government for a couple years now. Not a couple years, couple months now. You know, the whole election and shit. They were talking about that Doge shit. And so, from what I can see so far, they've been coming through slash and shit. I've been seeing a lot online and stuff. People saying that what they saying they slashing basically already been paid out, that they not really saving all the money that they been saving. And you know, I rock with my man Tom Massey, man, out of Kentucky. He been exposing a lot of this stuff about this spending bill that they just passed. You know, a little fake fight they had about shutting the government down, but really pushing through a lot of that bullshit money. So just looking at the economy and what Trump said he was going to do a couple months ago versus what's going on now. These tariffs supposed to be kicking in, which I'm understanding. I'm liking a lot of that. You know, I'm loving the whole idea of the tariffs. Trying to, get rid of the federal income tax on 150K and under. I'm with all that. I'm with shrinking the government. I think it needs to happen. You know, even with my job, and I'm working in an assembly plant. When I look around, there's so many jobs in there that we shouldn't have. And, it's so hard for us as just the actual workers to get raises, because when you look up front, it's 40 people for jobs that you really don't need up there. So, I think it's trimming the need done everywhere. They're talking about tightening up on a lot of stuff. People that's able-bodied, putting them back to work. People cutting out a lot of the bullshit that you're allowed to buy with food stamps and stuff, which I agree with. I don't think nobody should be eating Little Debbie's and cakes and pops and all this other bullshit when you don't need to. It's crushing you, man. It's crushing your health. It's keeping you in a low vibrational state, man, all the time. People don't realize that. So I'm with that, whether people like it or not, man. I'm with the government coming in and saying, no, I'm not going to take his tax money and allow you to buy this bullshit. Like, we're going to spend it on some bullshit, but at least not that. And especially if they talking about getting rid of that federal income tax because I don't make no 150K at my job. So I'm with that, man. And I feel like that money, paired with the little bit of inflation we might see from the tariffs, the money we'll get back from our income taxes and stuff, not being, not having to pay that, it'll weigh itself out. On top of that, American jobs should come back off of the tariffs, because, to force the American companies to build back America. It's going to make all the products that's coming from overseas into America a lot more expensive, which is going to alleviate, the American prices. People always say American companies, it's too expensive. These other companies coming in, it's too cheap. So as soon as you level that out, now you could buy American at the same, or there might be some situations where it's even less of a price. So it's across the board, man. Bringing jobs back, making products made in America. I'm with all that. I think it's gonna take a couple years. He's gonna have to break some shit to fix some shit, but I think the overall scheme of things, I like that. It's a lot of shit that they got going on that I don't like. But you can't take everything. I don't expect neither one of them to save me. Democrat, Republican, none of that. I don't align with none of it. I'm just trying to understand policy, understand how, what they're allowing me to make off of these decisions. Since I'm operating in this system, I might as well try to take advantage of it and benefit off of what I can with what they telling me they trying to do while I'm working in it. You know what I mean? So I've been looking at investments, man, looking at different little plays I can make. I like some of these long-term, these companies, man. Stock market. Trump talking about America first, America first. So I'm looking at a lot of these, big retail stores, that could be affected by that, that has a lot of overseas products that could be affected by these tariffs. Your Walmart, your Targets right now, stuff like that. That's stock prices gotten beaten up, a little bit the last couple of months, and they still got some room to go down, I think. But if they do, don't sleep and think that is not offering a good opportunity to buy in on some of these good companies. I've been looking at DMI. I got in some Intels not too long ago. What else I'm gonna be looking at? It's a couple of them, man. I should have been more prepared on what I was going to talk about with the stocks. But, it's just a little quick thing, man. But definitely, like I said, Intel, I got locked in. I've been looking at, I'm looking at Target. They offer a dividend, too. I'm trying to build up my dividends a little bit. UPS is something I'm looking at. I think, you know, long term, once they get through what they got going on, they'll be all right. Yeah, I'm just looking, you know, as the market is coming down, as Trump is breaking shit, saying that, you know, he has to break it to fix it, which I understand and I'm with. And I like the, you know, the downturn, because I think the housing market, everything is way too high. And I think it needs to come down. I understand it's going to cause some pain short term in trying to fix all this, but I'm here waiting to take advantage of the opportunities when they do present themselves and the market does come down, the housing market does come down. You just got to be ready. You got to be there and ready to take the shot whenever coach say, hey, it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? Take that shot. So that's all I'm doing. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting on this housing market to come down a little bit. I think the prices of houses is overinflated crazy. Interest rates is crazy. So I think, you know, in doing all that and bringing the market down, you know, you might force some hands to lower interest rates and, you know, and all that, how to bring the prices of housing back down. And we might be in a more stagflation type of environment after this, to where we just kind of sideways for a while. I wouldn't be buying no house if the housing market do go down, in the hopes of flipping in the next 2-3 years, like you've been able to the last 5-10 years. But I think you'll get good value on homes, and when you look long term, that, you know, you'll get a good deal on a house that you could be in for a little bit here in the next year or so. So I'm waiting on that opportunity. I'm believing what he's saying with what they're trying to work out with that. All the other bullshit, I don't know what they got going on. But as far as these taxes and trying to get this inflation under control and trying to get this housing market back down to an affordable level and shit like that, I like what I'm seeing. I like what they got going on. I like what they're doing. So I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with the policy so far. Like I said, you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. I ain't gonna like everything. I already said everything coming in. It's not like I'm a Republican, not like I'm a Trump supporter. I definitely was choosing him over the Harris administration and what I feel like she was bringing to the table. But I voted for Biden in 2020, voted for Trump in 2024. So here we are, man, a couple months in, trying to understand the policy, understand how to take advantage of it. And that's where we at with it, man. Get into the stock market, learn it, try to understand how to take advantage of it. I've been dipping my toe in crypto a little bit. I don't think they keep putting that out there for a reason. I think crypto gonna get smacked before they run it. But I'm here for that too. I've been dipping my toe in some Cardano, some other shit. So, you know, I'm just trying to diversify myself, man. I'm trying to make sure I understand the market and trying to make sure I'm aligning myself in the right areas, to where, you know, if the economy does take off and we do have this golden era and this boom that they talking about, that, you know, I'm strategically aligned in the right places and can catch the train whenever it take off, man. I'm on there waiting right now. So that's all we doing. We chilling. Quick little update on Trump policy, how I'm feeling about it so far with what he's doing. Yeah, man, we rocking with it. So, man, keep your head up, man. Tap into policy. Don't ever allow policy to get you out of your feelings, man, because it's always money being circulated regardless of who is in office. So as soon as they let you allow them to get you and your feelings behind these Democrats, these Republicans, this policy, they got you worried about everything except the thing that's making this wheel go round, which is this paper. You worried about everything that don't matter, man. Get the paper, use it as a tool to free yourself, man, to bust some chains down. If you know, you know. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to tap back in on that one real quick, talk about Trump real quick, his policy, what I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm looking for some shit with the housing markets. I'm looking for the stock market to come back down. Right now, I think SPY just hit 550 this week. Major level, bounced off. I'm looking for a bear flag. You know, I think we about to do a bearish flag real quick. I think we might run up to 570, 575, maybe 580 at that, 580 tops. But from them, I think we slam down and we bust through them 550s. We go to 535, bust through that, and we back to the 500s by May. Boom. By May, back in the trading 500 SPY. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking for. I got some calls for SPY for this week. They expire on the 21st, I think it is, or something like that. And I just bought that for, I think we're going, because after this little drawdown we had, I think we get a small pop. Catch them bulls up, bull trap, boom, and they're gonna slam it on them. So wham, as my man Bob trading, man, taught me so much with trading. But Bob Anderson trading, man, he always say the wham. I think it's gonna be a wham on the daily chart. You know what that mean, man. Paper to be made. So I'm looking to take advantage of it. Got calls right now coming into the week, looking to start positioning in puts for 2-3 weeks out. SPY QQQ, all that shit. So yeah, looking to short the market, man. This gonna be the week I look to start building a position for the short. I think we going down, so that's where we at, man. Out.